Quit acting like you know me. Know me. Saying what I feel, what I do, what I want. Quit acting like you own me. Own me. Saying that I'm yours to control, but I'm not. An animal. I take control. Uh. That's what Eric's parents said about him. No, don't even send me those vibes. He's an orphan. Yeah. Has been his entire life. Dr. Gita told me about him that long time ago. And I'm sorry. I just like you used too close of examples. But that's what your dad was like, yeah. He said he looked at you and was like, right away, you're a dumbass. You are exactly what the army would have called for if you were um it wasn't immature. It's immature, I guess. But not to me. He phones when he doesn't have Seroquel. He phones he's not feeling well. He phones all these health businesses and just is completely, utterly rude with them because they're jackasses to think that people are going to stay out of prison and jail and hospital beds if they're not fucking medicated. He can't understand. He talks out of context all the time. It's like, fuck you guys, what did better to it? And you read it again, you're like, who though? I don't know, but like it's not like it's honestly hard to like tell what the fuck he's talking about. Today he wanted to call a different team of Northern Health and bitch at him. I looked online for the number and then he started sending me all these texts about how he's gonna phone the bird. I usually have a business card for all those. Yeah, I usually have a business card with a number on it. You can't get it online apparently because people do that when they're not feeling well, I guess. Well, obviously, and like it's always been that way. I was okay, Eric. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Um, yeah, me and my brother did. We went in together. He paid more than I did, but through the business too. But he does most of the business work. I don't do much of it. I kind of just like, well, whatever. I'm rich. We're rich and saucy. But I did. I broke my finger trying to fix up the house for my mom and dad to come home from the hospital after some heart attacks. Like my mom was already done her heart attack and was off out of town at a rodeo or something. My dad was in the hospital. She just decided to go anyway. He had a heart attack. So we fixed up the house, and I did. I broke my finger off pipe fitting, fixing the O-rings on the tap so it didn't run, and fixing and balancing it all. There's like these pins, and when I was in there with the pliers, I slipped, banged my finger. It still hurts, and like, no, it really does, like deep. Broke my finger off. But yeah, we replaced the couches with a bit darker gray couch, and those ones are almost destroyed now. It's been years since we did that, and the dogs sleep on the couch, right? So of course they're a bit destroyed. Vacuumed and got all the cobwebs down, washed the walls, and now we have to paint the walls because they barely wash anymore. I washed them and it still looks like shit. We leave the Mademoiselle that my mom painted on the wall when we were little kids. She was like, I was a baby, and I still remember her painting them. She got one backwards, so she just went over it, painted it white in the spot, then painted the watermelon again. My brothers and my sister, they're just like, we want to be kids again. Colton's like, I want to like learn to like know Melissa again, because that's her husband, not my biological brother. Like we should like kind of like burn the paint off with one of those paint burners and peel it off. But we always just paint around it so we can keep the minimality. We're not that good with those tools. Like I'm not like no. I don't know. Maybe I could. Where you like and get the straight lines, so you can keep what you had and still burn the paint off. But we'd probably wreck it. We don't want to chance it. We want something sentimental. I was in the fucking like ancient house. Yeah, broke my fucking. Oh, that's just the tendon. Yeah, but that's really fucking sad. I was always known as a genius. I have a big forehead, big forehead, big back of my head, perfect like perspective neck, good chin, good jaw, and I'm not in love with you, but I'm coming over you. It's okay. I'm sorry, parents are dicks. Your mom and dad. Gita trained me really hard. Yeah, he did. I'm not just a doctor. But like Coral, you should consider being a doctor. Mm-hmm. To make your housing money. You make lots of money, but it doesn't make sense that they would go towards your housing. You win $1 million, you don't even get a house. No, people lie about that. There's a show home that if you buy tickets, you might win a house that's worth $1 million. When you win $1 million, you're not even allowed to spend on housing. You have to buy like a yacht, a really expensive car that would eat up the entire million almost. Yeah, you have to like because or else Canada doesn't know how to belong here. Just last year, I made up to 9 trillion rolling dollars. And when I did, I took Justin Trudeau on our first date to Disneyland because he always told me this stuff, but he was blocked out because his dad got murdered, his mom went crazy, and died. He doesn't have a mom and dad either. I took him on, went to Tahini, Dubai for business, a bunch of places for business like India, China. Came back around, stopped and had a vacation in Hawaii, and it was really heavy. Really liked it. Like too heavy to ever gain muscle. So I shrunk myself, and now I'm trying to gain it back so I can get my big fucking like they're huge abs. Like I'm so that was a lot of work to get those, so I haven't been working very hard. Been pretty sore, sicky feeling. His dad called him dumb and killed his mom, and then got overdosed on sedatives and died too. They killed him at the hospital when Eric was born. Yeah. And he's a baby. I think he's younger than me. Sure he do. He's tall and he has a lot of growing up to do. He'd be older than me, I don't know. I just worry about your back and stuff. I don't want you doing the fucking dishes, honestly. No, I don't want Aaron doing the dishes either. It's just it's hard. It's my physio, so just be nice about them, but just leave them. Yeah. I was hungry. I couldn't eat in the morning after my C-section. First fucking moment, I was like, first morning. And I was like, I can't eat. I was just starting to starve to death. I could feel it. My head was like, prepare for shutdown. I'm not a small woman. I still broke my finger fucking pipe, but ain't. That's why I always have water when I eat, because ever since I got corona, or whatever, it was corona, right? We just like, it was corona. The corona medicine when I came out, got it. I didn't eat for 3 months almost. That's part of it. That part of it is true. I sat there and I wasn't allowed to lay down till the paramedics showed up again and helped me rest and like take the IVs out and let me rest. Yeah. And eating without a stomach is weird. There was a stomach and then it must have just grew back enough for them to stopping by a lot. I was getting annoyed. I was because I love you, I love you, I love you. Good night, Amber. I love you. Stop leaving. I guess. It was weird. Well, Justin Trudeau was part of the team, and a lot of people that I knew growing up, because I'm a paramedic also. I just finished my paramedic license. Beginning of winter. Was that last winter? And Assassin's Club and all the tough cookies are paramedics or cops or police. I got a beginner's medic book. If somebody, like if Eric wants to read it, I know he's curious. He's definitely not dominant, so this is so cute. But I'm not hitting on him. I'm trying to nurture him. I took him on as a baby. I've just been so hungry. Justin Trudeau popped up on the TV. Could we turn on a channel and that's what I was on? And Coral before he canceled it because he can't afford it. It's cable, whatever. I think it's cable. And Coral's like, "Look at me." She's like, and Coral was like, "Do you think that was gonna be Daddy?" And she's like, "Mom." Anyway, we don't know because I was so hungry. I tried. I was so hard. I was just drinking so much. He's like, "Why didn't you try to um why didn't you try eating?" I was like, "I can't eat breakfast lately." And he said, "Why is that?" And I was like, "Because of the cigarettes. Like when they wear and tear you eventually." He's like, really? I just started smoking. Like a couple of years ago, I started smoking. I was like, oh no, Justin, it's the end of the world. You have to quit eventually. And anyway, I said, I usually vape, but I'm smoking now, but I'm going to quit. He's like, okay. And then tabloids ruined everything that we were saying to each other. Because there was cameras like coming after us. We could see it. But we just kept talking anyway. Tabloids can be dangerous. They've killed people before. So, pretty often, I'd say. I just knew him on webcam a long time ago. I remember that he was way small and talk. Dude, it's cute. I hope nothing tears us apart. I hope that the cigarettes don't eat you alive, and I hope. And it's gonna be hard traveling because I'm gonna have to smoke cigarettes. And they congest you up and they make you really grumpy because they're hot, like really hot. And they're charcoaly, and they take your wind away, and they're a big head rush. And eventually, you just get sick of it because it starts to wear at you, like your reality view starts wearing at things. You feel gross, your hands stain, and all this stuff. Mine do. The type of skin I have, they absolutely stain really bad compared to others. On vacation, you can't vape. Are they gonna start allowing vapes? I hope so. You just don't want to really your vape juice laying around. That'd be cool because they're my thing. I don't ever keep the money for myself. Just remember that. Like it doesn't really go to me. I live off the money I make being a doctor. Anyway, Carl, I was telling you, be a doctor. Because people that don't, like, there's some people that don't care to be a doctor. They're living fine. They have a job and all this stuff. But because you're so much like me, you're probably going to have. I know it's not a win. I'm not arguing it. It's not a winning argument. Like, I know. But it's good for the self-esteem. There's lots of things that I know that keep me from like fainting in a situation that even Kobe would faint. Or like keep you away from becoming homeless. It really does. Like out on the streets, homeless. I'm homeless even though I live in an apartment that I pay for with my friends. But it's not technically homeless. But anyway, yeah. I just think a person like myself, if like they would say, what would you say to yourself if you were a baby again and you were on the outside looking in? I say, well, like, damn, I'd be a doctor. Like, you don't have to worry about being so, like, you are rich when you're a doctor, but you don't have to worry about being a fucking 9 times trillionaire. You don't have to worry about that. But honestly, Coral, somebody has to. I cry so hard when I'm hungry. Farmers don't make much money. Like the person buying the produce makes more money than the farmer. Like when it comes to nutritional value, blah blah blah, all the benefits of eating the food and how much they pay for it, they're actually making more than the actual person that worked on that farm all year round to get it to produce what it produced. And when you're talking about hay, like and grain and oats and stuff. Yeah, you're getting out of it more than the farmer does. They make literally crap all. And you can take people that are at the homeless shelter that aren't technically on the streets people, and you can house them, and you don't even spend your money. You just have the right to say that. You invest a little bit, it brooks back to you. Like ES, not just S. Brooks back to you. Brooks. Guess doesn't matter. Depends what language. Sorry. Just confused. It's because I'm eating while I'm talking to you and my blood sugar. Adjust. They said my daughter was born with less hypoglycemia than I was because I was on insulin and a healthy fitness level. That the healthy fitness level and the insulin brought her hypoglycemia lower down than mine. And hypoglycemia is something that gets worse and worse and worse till babies are born dead in that family. I've never done drugs, but no, they don't even make you dumb. Because there's chances of me fucking this up and making my family a fallout family with all the miscarriages and shit. No, I couldn't risk it. I can't dare it today. Only buck and not ever overspend so fast. Oh well. I just gotta learn, learn what makes me feel so great that costs less. Like not even just budgeting. Not even just really change what I'm doing in my day. Like I could almost the Zentangle book is almost boring to me already. Not quite. Just some things I know I'll never learn without looking at the image of it. I were able to do it out of my head. This isn't my genius, but this is affordable. And you can do it all the time. Like video games, you can't. As long as it takes to save up for one, halfway do you save up for another one. It's broken. And then you gotta wait. And it's always wasting money. What else would I say to my baby self? You do have thick hair. I didn't think I had thick hair. I thought it was all product that stuck up like this and this and like all like this, and it just stuck up like that. When it fell, it got tangled. Something. What was I thinking? I don't know. I have the strongest hair in the world. Well, maybe except for my daughter. Yeah. And it still breaks a lot. I would have what I would have done when my mom would be like, "You have the thickest, strongest hair in the world," and I'm like shying away, like, "Oh, embarrassed." I don't want to tell her that her hair is ugly or something. Like, what does that mean? Does it mean ugly or not? And she's like, "You're really beautiful," and I was like, And I wish I could have just said, no, like you really do have that. And, wish I could have just comforted myself more. I was always so afraid to be confident. I can find a hair strand that is really thick. Yeah, it's really thick and has really big. There's lots falling out today, so don't brush it. Follicle is huge. That's what I meant to say. My sister wears a weave apparently. I don't know. I don't think so. Um, yeah. I'm just trying to think of what color to paint this background. I was thinking I should put some trees in there. Or just make it green. Make the background green. Why I want a background is because I totally smudged all over the place. Come on. I can be a different kind of doctor. I just better speak up soon. Dr. Van Horlick always told me never open your own practice. Paramedic is apparently really hard and you break your ankles a lot of the fucking ambulance. Because you're just sitting in the back, usually standing with the patient. If you slip or have to slam on the brakes, like you're gonna break your fucking ankle a lot. I barely remember being in an ambulance and honestly just listening to what's been said. Wow. How sick did I have to be in? And they said I had a dream about taking a shit in the ambulance. I couldn't take a shit for like ever. There was like nothing. It was like my body was absorbing what it could, but the stomach wasn't even producing enough for it to care. It would just like soot. I'd puke it up. Like my stomach would soot, and then the food residue, I'd just puke it up. Apparently, I had a dream. I remember the dream. I just didn't. I thought I actually had a shit in bed then or something. You know, pretty hesitant. I'm pretty. My leg is hurting right now. I don't know. I don't want to own a practice and have other doctors working there. Make it more affordable for more doctors to practice. But being human kinetics and a surgeon, I would need like almost like a tube of a room. And I've never worked with patients where I use braces, like except for after. I've never done the braces and the treadmill thing. Like I'm very experienced with a lot of stuff, but honestly, I just let them lean on me, and that's probably not what hurts. Probably what hurts is that um, wow, nobody's even exaggerating the death toll. It's just shitty. And there are some names for me because before they died, I said, make sure you tell Dr. Shepard. You know, I actually knew who the fuck they were, and yeah, war amps and stuff, right? Uh, and uh, I'm just struggling again. Eric's uncles and aunties beat the shit out of him, saying, you said you were fucking strong in boxing. And he's like, no, it's physio. I'm really weak. They beat the living lights out of him. And he thought for sure he was going to have to get a part of his skull removed. Apparently, it's just bruised skull, um, damaged scalp. I haven't even had a chance to think about that. I'm just eating some more cake.
No, he's just picking me up. I'm gonna do some shopping. I'm gonna come back. I'll be gone from an hour. Oh yeah. Oh, you're sparring on Thursday. Okay. But it doesn't really matter. You've got a thing tonight. I will be back. When is the best time for me to be back? Like, when are you leaving? Okay. Oh, okay. I'll be back at 9. Okay, cool.
Why did I do that? Too much eavesdropping. I have no idea what they say, but I am worried I do.
Right over here. See? There he is.
I was thinking about when I noticed that I was gonna need physio. Got stuck on the couch watching Pokemon. Logan just reached me out, and my legs like seriously, they're the muscles tore in so many ways. I'm so sorry.
Pretending to be a doctor.
Sorry. So sorry. I can make sorry not sound stupid, right? Sorry. Coral does. Coral's like matured. She's innocent too.
What is that? I don't know. It's been appearing more and more often lately. What is happening to the floor? A Pokemon? It seems injured. Wait! Don't go out there!
Me and Aaron's dad had a big heart to heart. He's like, yeah, I'm kind of like what you and Keely were like. Said Aaron that you and your cousin Keely were. You used to just go grab some sushi and go head out in the woods and check things out. He's like, and that you're a sheriff. And I was like, yeah. He's like, well, I'm like, I know you don't do that anymore, and that maybe that was more your cousin Keely's thing because she actually used to drive. But I own a big forestry company about it too. I check out trees and kind of like just walking, and I don't. It's just like a hobby, but I make tons of money at it. Like, that was so cool. And I was like, I never could even learn the difference between a spruce and a pine. Like when they start to, like certain times of the year, it's so not obvious to me that I can't figure it out. I said, but plants, berries, clovers, and stuff, like on ground, I can figure that out. The shrubbage, the fauna and flora.
I don't know. I want to learn, to find out more.
Tease. Tell me more about your lazy days, Harashu.
You won't be able to walk in the snow with the shoes you have.
Good luck out there! Be careful out there! Don't take any chances!
Took a lot to recall that. Wow. How many, like quitting smoking and then how many days? I said I smoked 3 cigarettes at a time here and I'm so fried, and his dad peeked around the corner. Oh. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. He's like, I get it.
There's someone I want to see.
I was like, yeah, I used to be able to smoke and everything was fine. It wears you out eventually, that's for true. You just get sick of the medication, I guess. I'm not sad anymore. Not too sad. I gotta change my curtains because that's weird. Keeps flickering in my eye like somebody's in danger out there. Yeah, it does. It's so weird. Nobody's even out there.
Hey, let's go.
I could put some flora and fauna on this. Flora and fauna. Ha ha ha. I hope Coral doesn't go, no, you didn't do that. So I mean, I could. I said that.
You're protecting the little ones. It's too dangerous. Come back here.
The relapse on tobacco when I got spearmint juice, you see? I'm a spearmint fanatic.
Look,
That is so fucking weird. I wonder if that actually is something out there, though.
I promise to take care of them.
Yeah. Well, my confidence is talking my identity right now. Yeah, you're Jesse Murph. But do you know who you are? Sure, you're Paris Undone. But do you know who you are? Yeah. Miss Hollywood. Halsey. I just try to pick the broad spectrum so you understand. I had a dream that I punched myself in the head and I came out. I had a big cold bump on my head. Yeah, they tested it like biopsy too, just in case. Because I said I thought I just punched myself in the head. Why the fuck did I do that? I didn't make everything worse. Because I was so emotional because everyone was dying. Like every day, at least one person at Northern House. So think about the broad spectrum of that.
We should take them to the village.
I had a cold bump on my head, and I just played like nothing happened and made awful videos. Rude. How rude. Showing my tatas. I don't want to be the reason that somebody finds out their husband is like
Something
cheating, right?
All of you need to get out of here.
No, we are not leaving.
I was eating every meal. Breakfast sometimes I still had to, gag it down, but yeah. Sometimes I had to pass it out. What did I do with my pencil? You can turn it down a little bit. What's that, Max? Oh, my feelers. I just got back from combat when I went and worked at the hospital. They did they always give me a room where they actually let me stay in my room because I was getting all the repercussions of being sick with corona, and they thought I'd catch Omicron. I surely fucking did. They needed me there because I do the legal. I did. I wear a speculator and I was testing him right now. Okay, they surely did not have corona. Want some paper, Eric? You want to go? You got a book? Want me to draw? Hang out. I'm so nervous I am lately. I'm not usually shy. And then revenge. Some trigolas and some berries. Yeah, I thought I'd try a tree. I think this is a spruce tree, but no, honestly, it fucks me up. Not as good. I can do it. 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 Obviously, I might take it up. I'm trying so hard in this only because I've learned what my drawings look like, what it is. I'm getting better though. Some season I can totally tell which is spruce, which is pine. It's spruce cone, spruce needles, spruce berries, all in one. There's not done. I want to take over his business. Aaron has a learning disability. And then I would definitely support learning disability causes and foundations with the money. I wouldn't even see any of it, so don't think I didn't do it though. Yeah, I got some inheritance from Aaron's family. He's still alive, but Cora wants to get a tattoo of one of my drawings and put my birthday and stuff on it. I said, make sure you get enough money so I get a tattoo for you. She's like, Mom, I know you can't get tattoos. And I was like, Gita was playing before he even got sick. He was playing with a fake specula, those eye things. He's trying to read some documents. She's like, oh, your Amber had 6 kids. She's very happy. She came out of it just fine. That was funny. I love him. Miss him. My mom struggled so hard. And I told her the day that my daughter was born, I was like, you're here and you think that people don't think that you don't care. I was like, I know you don't feel like vibes and like you don't feel fresh about things and you aren't so happy. Like you're glad, but you're not happy that you have to even move to experience anything at all. And she's like, yeah. And I was like, Mom. And then she's been getting better, honestly. Like, she might actually live a long time. A heart attack was kind of what she needed. I hadn't been around her a lot since she had her heart attack. She's like, actually, ever since her heart attack, I've been really, actually getting into things more than just putting my head down and getting it done and not staring at a wall. It's awesome, Mom. I can't bend over is my thing yet. So when I'm bending over, it's really hard, but sitting down and even bending over was really hard. That's getting better. So I want to play dolls, but I just can't right now. I couldn't think of anything to say for a long time. Bending over never used to happen at all. I'm starting to be able to do it. And it's like pee stuck in me. Yeah, I just fucking pushed so fucking hard and and let my urethra go at the same time. I attempted to herniate. It's funny. Sorry, that's gross. Fucking pterodactyl. Fucking pterodactyls, I tell ya. I think your penis been stuck into you for too long. It's a real native history. Natives to Canada having birth, like immigrants too. You're native. The Canadian heritage in the time that medicine was being advanced so fast that you're considered a native. Like the Chinese, some Japanese, some Taiwanese, some Portuguese, some Filipinos. We're all part of this. And my great grandma Sitka died complaining about too many pterodactyls. Her piss got stuck in her after surgery, and they weren't sure even what it was at the time because it wouldn't show up on the x-rays, right? And we didn't have ultrasounds big enough for that in the day. It was beautiful. And my grandma, my cousin Sitka, looks just like Grandma Sitka. That's why she changed her name. But yeah. I actually have to take a piss too. That's probably why I went back to pregnancy already. It's pretty painful. I discovered it was piss stuck in you after a surgery, and you die screaming about too loud noises like pterodactyls. I kept telling my grandma when she was a little kid, "When do I have to take a piss?" And she's like, "What? No." I'm like, "I'm not retarded, I swear." Like, that's how I was crying. Well, like, this story, please. I didn't know the words. I didn't know what I was talking about. I just thought urine or something. I didn't want to look at her and be like, urine or something. Like, old people back in those days plus sick ones, like, always thought everybody else was arch enemy and there was something, and everything that was wrong with them, but it couldn't possibly inflict in your mind that fucking much. Yeah, it does. Look at me. As soon as I have to take a piss, right back to kind about Mom, me and Melissa, especially the women close to me, having babies and just losing our piss about everything. My sister often says she hates me these days, and she's like, I just don't know what for. Well, at least she did a while ago, a year and a half ago. Like, go take a piss and a shower because I didn't know, and I checked her all over and I did free medical at that point. I said, tell the doctor what I did, take it to a doctor because I'm worried. I was like, Sliver, what the fuck? Because any more pain upon the pain of just giving birth to Jackson, I think you would be a little bit out of your fucking mind. And say you hate me. Yeah. You don't hate me. We were honestly best friends. Honestly best friends. And honestly great sisters too. And you're probably reading the textbook now how many aspects there are. Like, you love me more than all the cousins and everything, but you still really love the cousins. And no, honestly, I was your best friend, and we're good sisters too, so it's pretty sweet.